Good morning, boys and girls. I just about got to you then. 1 minute. Is that microphone working? Hello? Is it? Hang on 1 minute. Yes, it is. Morning, gang. It's Saturday, the 30th of November, 2019. A warm welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom talk, coming to you from Bracknell in Berkshire. I say it's warm. Bit cold outside, isn't it? Bit cold outside. My God. I've just been checking my temperatures here via my Amazon Alexa. I have two here now. One in the living room, one in the bedroom, which I sort of fixed up last night. So I'm quite pleased about that. And I talk to it now. I've started. How sad is that? I've actually talked to my Amazon Alexa now. I say good morning to it, good night to it. And when you say good night, it says good night, sweet dreams. And I think it changes what it says to you. It's wonderful. It's like having someone else in the bedroom without having to kick them out because they smell. We don't like smelly people. I'm sorry. I think breath is possibly the worst thing. Breath is worse than fart. I'm sorry. A bad breath is even worse than fart because the fart kind of goes eventually, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? You know, oh, God, like that. You know, it doesn't hang around for hours. With bad breath, you know, someone next to you in bed and they turn around, well, you can't get away from it. It's awful. And isn't it awful when someone with bad breath tries to kiss you? Oh, my shirt's a little bit out of place, isn't it? Do you like this jacket? This is actually my most unpopular jacket, this one. I haven't worn this for ages. It's my Rupert the Bear jacket. Dun, 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 dun. Now, we might be on Facebook Live as well this morning. Okay, if you're watching via Facebook Live, to let you know, we don't see your messages. If you want to join in and have the full United Kingdom talk experience and you want to join in with everyone else and send your messages back and forward to talk to other people and to have me read them out, then join us on YouTube, youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK. Join us on there, hit the subscribe button, make sure your little notifications, that's the bell next to the subscribe button, is set to all, and then you can have the full experience. If you're watching on Facebook, you can only watch, but you can't join in. My friend Tom Edwards, I was chatting to him last night on the phone. And he was saying, oh, I haven't seen you on Facebook. Are you still doing your show? Yeah, but it's only on YouTube. Of course, they don't get a notification. And I know there are some people that simply like to just sit there and watch quietly. So if you want to do that, you know, you can do that on Facebook, but I can't see your messages on there, just to let you know. All right, my darlings. Yes, as I say, very cold this morning. -1 here in Bracknell. And I just checked up at my caravan and it's 1 degree inside the caravan. So I just put the heating on for 20 minutes to stop pipes freezing and things like that. I have weighed myself this morning. Little bit disappointed. It hasn't come down as much as I thought it would do this week, but this happens. This happens when you're on the slimming world. Sometimes it doesn't move, or it can go up a little bit, even if you're doing it. But the longevity of the thing is that it should be coming down. It's come down a little bit. Today I'm 13 stone 7.8. So next Saturday I'd like to be 13 stone 6. I set myself a little target. You don't want to set yourself too much of a target. You know, if it's unattainable, then you'll be very, very disappointed, wouldn't you? A little bit like you are probably if you're watching this show for the first time. Disappointed is the word you're looking for. Okay? And when I said good morning to my Alexa this morning... Sorry, I'll keep setting off your Alexas, don't I? When I said good morning to my Amazon Echo this morning, it says, good morning, it's St. David's Day today. I think, and she says something like... that there's a song for St. David's Day called Flower of Scotland. Would you like me to sing it for you? And she sings it. She sings it. She doesn't pull a record or a track or a song from a music library or Spotify. She actually sings the song. I love it. This is one of the best things I've ever bought, my Amazon Echo. I tell you, I've got 4 of them now. I've got 2 here at the house, 2 at the caravan. Not only that, I can control my heating. I thought they'd be kind of specific to the Wi-Fi router that they're on. No, not at all. I can turn on my heating on and off in the caravan, various sockets. I've got smart plugs and things in there. And there's a smart bulb on its way. That should be at my sister's house on Sunday. I can actually control the heating from here just by saying, I won't say it. It's something like, I'll whisper it. Caravan heating living room on, and she says okay. She always replies. She don't ignore you. You know, how many times have you had a conversation with people in the past and they're not interested in talking to you? Exactly. Not with Alexa. Not with Alexa. She always talks back to you. So it's fantastic. Anyway, and she started singing Flower of Scotland. I wonder if could we do with one in here? What's the copyright law on playing stuff from Amazon Alexa, I wonder? I don't know if... Just a minute. Let me open the door a little bit. I'll try and get her to sing Flower of Scotland for you again. Hang on a minute. Alexa, volume 10. Alexa, good morning. Oh, she can't... You can't hear that. She's too far away. Oh, Alexa, stop. Oh, sorry. What did I say? Did I say St. Patrick's Day? It's St. Andrew's Day. I got confused with St. David's Day and St. Andrew's Day. It's St. Andrew's Day. Anyway, she sings Flower of Scotland in her own voice. It's great. Absolutely great. I love it. It's one of the best things I've ever did. I've now bought a smart bulb. You could change all your lights if you want. I only just bought one, basically for the bedroom in the caravan because I'm not near a switch in there. You know, I've got this little LED light, but sometimes you want the main light on, and you go into the bedroom, you've turned the light on, and you've got into bed. Well, I can't get to the switch. You've got to get out of the bed, turn the switch off. Oh, terrible, you know. I mean, it's so lazy. Terrible. But now I can turn the light on when I go in the bedroom, get in the bed, snuggle up, perhaps do a few bits and pieces. I don't know, read a... I tend to read... How sad is this? I tend to read instruction manuals. At the moment, I'm reading the Amazon Echo Dot card that says things you can do with... I keep reading that at the moment. I read that in bed, but then I can't turn the light off. So I get the smart bulb, right, which I'll be able to install on Tuesday. Simply screw it in and link it up. And then I'll be able to say, lights off, and it just goes off. And then you can cuddle up and go to sleep. Sadly on your own, but there you are. Once again, good morning. If you're on Facebook this morning, Facebook Live, just a reminder, I cannot see your messages and you can't join in the conversation with everyone else that's watching the show. You need to join us on YouTube, okay? youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK. Right, so other bits and pieces to tell you. Let's just read some of your messages this morning, boys and girls. Good morning to Shania. Welcome to young Shania this morning. Morning, my dear. How's it on the Isle of Wight? Is it very cold there at the moment? It's actually cold down south at this very moment in time than it is up north by my thermometers, by my virtual thermometers all over the place, or whatever they're called. Good morning to Diane Jebb. Hello to you. Colin K in the house. Morning. Amelia, over there in Ireland. Are you in Ireland at the moment, or are you back over here with your other half, darling? Hello, Amelia. Hello to Sean Pye. Mandy Davenport. Good evening. Brenda. Good morning. Brenda from Bristol is there. Mark Bowles. Oh, it's two shows in a row you've turned up for now, but Mark? We are honoured, dear. 2 shows in a row. Hello to Jason Hughes, Michael Pullman. Rachel is in the house. Good evening, Rachel. Someone was very concerned you weren't at the show on Thursday morning. I can't remember who it was now. Yvonne, that's it. Yvonne was very concerned you weren't at the show on Thursday, darling. Hello to Joey Millen. Greetings to you. Jack Matthews is in Perth, Western Australia. Good morning, Jack. Morning, Jack. I have an evening show in Australia, an evening show over there. They're all getting ready to go to bed. Morning, Michael Lawrence. Morning to you. Rachel's now managed to set up her Blink camera this morning to my Echo. How fantastic. Yeah, I've got a couple of cameras here. I haven't got one at the caravan. Perhaps I should get a couple for the caravan. They're very good. I've got the Ring ones. You know, Ring, Ring. There's so many different ones that you can buy now, and they're all very good, aren't they? They work. So we remember when this stuff first came out, and it was a bit hit and miss, really, whether it worked or not. All this stuff works really well now. Morning to Carl Hewer. Good morning, Carl. Say hello to my carer, Bernadette. So hello to Bernadette, who's looking after Carl this morning. Morning, Bernadette. Hope you're working nice and hard, my darling. Too hard, probably. You don't get enough money. Carers don't get enough money. Thank you very much. All right, darling. Where are we now? Let's have a look. I've set Joey's equipment off, have I? Sorry about that. Jason, some good singers at the karaoke last night. That blonde-haired woman thinks she was called Kelba. Oh, no. Not Kelba. Oh, gosh. She used to come every week. I can't think of her name now. Keely? No, not Keely. Something. It was something beginning with K. Yeah, Get Here on your own. Lovely song. One of my favourite ballads. That one, Alita Adams. And there's an example there. Now that could be a depressing ballad, but she sung it so well that it's not depressing. These damn people who keep singing ballads badly. Someone last night put in my most unfavourite ballad of all time. I will only love you. I will always love you. And it's just hideous. I hate that song. Fortunately, when I called her, she didn't come up. Might have been the way I called her. Can you come and see her? Oh, she's not there. Okay, let's move on. I hate that one. Now, very, very few people have ever been able to sing that and me to stand back and say that was good. There's a certain person there who keeps doing ballads all the time, and they all sound awful. Awful. Why? We want happy songs to make people happy. You know, if I sat here miserable all day, you'd soon leave, wouldn't you? You know? That other woman got on your nerves, evicted from the stage. Who was it who evicted on the stage? Someone was. So I do have to evict people on the stage. They just come on the stage. People are singing and they just jump on the blooming stage. Oh, yeah, that was with Steve, wasn't it? Near the end. Poor old Steve M was trying to sing and someone just jumps on the stage. Is it all right if I sing? And he's like, no. And she's like, can I sing with him? No. Get off. Goodbye. Wait your turn. What is it with people? They think they can just jump on the stage and join in. No, that's his spotlight. For 3-4 minutes, he's put a song in, and for 4 minutes, it's his stage. Not for you to come in and invade it. You know, one of those university people. That's what it is, dear. You're welcome to our university. Just to let you know, you can do anything you want in our life. And if you vote for Jeremy Corbyn, you get everything for free as well, including kittens. I've heard the latest thing is he's giving out 2 free kittens to everyone who votes for him. Excuse me. Let's have a look there. Scrolling down there. Chatting to each other. Good morning to Fran Green. Morning, Fran. Hello to Alan Wainwright. The security guard, Valentino, was very good last night. Yes. And he was presented with his Super Chat badge as purchased for him, I think, by Roy Brownlow. I think it was Roy. So we presented him with his Super Chat badge yesterday. These are the Super Chat badges, if you wonder what they are. We've got new people join. Oh, I haven't got one up here somewhere. Thought I had a couple of badges up here. No, well. I should have one on to advertise them, really, shouldn't I? These are the Super Chat badges. If you send us a Super Chat, okay, I shall put one of these in the post. If you want one, that is, if you want one. Some people have got one or perhaps 2 and they don't want another one, but they want to send a Super Chat, sticker or message. Entirely up to you, you know, whatever you want. But if you want a Super Chat badge, you have to send us a Super Chat, okay? Yeah, a couple of quid or something like that. And then email me with your postal address and I'll put one in the post. But Valentino got one of these yesterday. He knows that I do the show. He pops on sometimes and watches the show. Is the video a little bit iffy today? I noticed that as I'm moving, it's a little bit jumpy, is it? I don't know what's going on there. All right. Can you re-watch this later, says Carl. Yes, indeed, sir. Yes. Once we finish the show, 10 minutes or so. I don't think it's immediate. I think it has to process something first, Carl. But yes, you can. If you're new to the show, aren't you? Do hit the subscribe button though, and the little notifications bell. If you have that switched to all notifications, and every time we do a live show, you'll be able to join us there, or indeed just watch the recording later on. All right, Carl. One of the things you don't know, we do play bingo on Sunday nights. We'll do a Sunday night bingo at 8 o'clock. We've got a couple of pens to give away, and a hat or a fridge magnet or something like, a few different prizes. The bingo is at 8 o'clock on Sunday nights. But if you want to play that, you need to register first, okay? What you need to do is send me an email to that email address. Okay, anyone else as well. If you want to play the bingo on Sunday night, you must register first. If you've already registered and you've turned up, you keep turning up, no need to register again, okay? If you've registered and you haven't sort of turned up 5 times, then you get taken off the list. Otherwise, it becomes a bit congested at the top of the list, all right? But if you've never registered and you want to play the bingo on Sunday night, 8 o'clock Sunday night, send me an email to that address and say, please add me to the bingo system, and I'll be happy to do that. But you must do that before Sunday. Okay, my darlings? Jason says, Valentino is an amazing singer. Not only an amazing singer, he's a nice bloke too. I have great laughs with him. I do have a laugh with him. He's a nice bloke. He comes over and talks to you. He does DJing as well, actually. Yeah, he DJs on boats. Good money as well. Good money as well. He actually DJs, on the boats on the Thames. He goes up and down there, and he gets very good money for that, actually. But of course, you get a lot of hassle, with people, and I can't be bothered with that anymore. The only place I now do is Central Station. I've been offered quite a few different karaoke nights at the moment, some in pubs, a couple of private parties. I got offered a Christmas party this week, but it was for an office Christmas party. Good money. Now, can't complain about them. Very good money, very good money. But it was in a hotel in London, right? And a nice bloke as well, Lou, who often pops on, actually. Lou, who works for a company, and they've hired out a hotel, like a, what do you call it? Like a ballroom type thing. They want a karaoke, and it's something like 3 p.m. What is it? What did he say? I think it was like 1 p.m. till 5 p.m. on Monday afternoon, not this Monday, in a couple of weeks' time. And he said, don't worry, we've got parking at the hotel and all that. And I thought, I just don't need the hassle. Number one, there'd be a few drunk people there, and you have to deal with them, right? And then driving into London, for 1 o'clock, I suppose I'd have to leave here at 10:30 to make sure that I was there in position. Getting through the London traffic, the Christmas traffic as well. As he said, there was parking at the hotel, but then you've got to move the stuff from your vehicle to the room, which is likely to not be next to where you've parked, next to where you parked the car. So I said, no, I just can't be bothered with it. I mean, all the years I was DJing, I used to take every single job that was thrown at me. If I had a spare night, right, and a job was offered, I would take it. I would absolutely take it. And I did that for 25 years. And there's some dumps I worked in, let me tell you that now. Some absolute dumps. But an older DJ, Dolly DJ was his name. He told me years ago when I first met him, my advice to you is, if you get offered a job and you've got a free night and the money's right, take it. Doesn't matter where it is, the quality of the equipment, the type of people that are there, makes no difference at all. Take the job and you'll be fine. And that's exactly what I did. And I worked 25 years, some dumps, some wonderful places as well. You take the rough with the smooth. And it was about 3 or 4 years ago, I realised I didn't have to keep working every night. I'd worked every night to build up to that point. So now I just do what I want to do, and I'm quite happy doing just 3 nights really at Central Station, and that's it. Monday is a bit of a funny one really. It can be very difficult to get there sometimes, and you know, it's difficult to get there sometimes. Friday isn't too bad because even though I'm coming like 4 or 5 times the distance, the traffic just keeps flowing. That being said, I had a little bit of a diversion last night. Wasn't too bad. Put about 10 minutes on the journey. You know, that was at a place called Moulton Chapel, I think it was. One of the roads was one of the main roads. I come round this roundabout and the police had crossed the road. I'm like, oh Christ! So I've gone round it and took this diversion. And it took me down some very narrow country lanes in between fields like that, you know, where you've got to pull right over, and sometimes the side of your wheels drop off the road onto the little bit of field like that. But it kind of, I mean, we got there within the end. Put about 10 minutes on the journey, that's all. And it was quite nice, though. I don't think it was pitch black. You know, if it had been summer, it would have been better, because then you can see the beautiful scenery either side of it, you know. Good morning to well, I saw Heidi somewhere. Where was Heidi gone? Just a minute. Let me just scroll down there. I'm getting lost here. Good morning to Heidi. There she is. Morning to Heidi. Welcome, Heidi. Good morning to Yvonne Lemon. Morning to you. Shania says it is cold on the Isle of Wight. I'm sure it is, darling. Well, you've got that wind blasting. Has it sunk anymore this year? The Isle of Wight keeps sinking, doesn't it? Hello to Rumble Bumble. I like that. Morning to Rumble Bumble. In bed with man flu. Send me some energy. Oh, honestly, man flu. What's all that about? I bet he sneezed once 3 weeks ago and hasn't got out of bed since. Come on, get real. We must carry on like mummy's brave little soldiers. We must. It's cold where Heidi is in London. It certainly is. Michael, can you sing Dusty Springfield? As I watched a clip last night on YouTube of you singing it, I was wondering, are you making a Christmas album this year? I don't know what is. Do you want me to do that Monday? I can do that Monday at the karaoke if you want. Because you started something, I can't do it without the words. It's crazy, but it's true. Ba, 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 I only want to be with you. That one, isn't it? Yeah, it's a good song, that is. That's an old video you found of me. My God, that's got to be 15 years old, that one. Good God. Heidi loves Valentino. Yeah, he's very popular. Amelia's still in Ireland at the moment. She's gonna see Joey next week on Wednesday, coming over. How do you come over? Are you coming on the Ryanair or do you get a ferry? How do you usually travel? Ryanair's quite cheap, isn't it? I mean, I think they're awful, Ryanair. charge, dear, don't they? Rachel's off to Christmas dinner of Sue Ryder volunteers. Is that what you do? Oh, good on you. Good on you to do some work like that, my darling. All right. Chris, are you going to play golf in that jacket? Yeah, it's not the most popular jacket. I thought I'd get it out of the cupboard. There, I got this dirt cheap. It's a Ralph Lauren jacket. Look at this. Or is it Ted? I think it's Ted Baker. Look at the lining. Isn't it lovely? Little fishes. You can have a little fishy on my dishy. Da, 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 da. When the boat comes in, little fishes on there. It's really old. I'd say it's old, about 5 years now. Moulton Chapel isn't far from Rachel. Yes, I'm sure I went through there yesterday on this diversion. So I kind of know there's a lot of little country lanes around there, isn't there? Is it a smoking jacket? Yeah, I used to smoke. Hello to Woodall 77. We have flood warnings again. Woodall 77. Now, who are you? No, I'm not sure who you are. Woodall 77. Don't know who you are. Yeah, are you? It must be in Woodall Spa, but I don't know who you are. Who is Woodall 77? A United Kingdom Talk Carol service. What, where I get my keyboard out and we all sing hymns together? Yeah, but it would only be me singing, wouldn't it? It would only be me singing, really. Yeah, wouldn't it? Because we couldn't. I don't think we could. How could we do? Well, us actually, you could. You could ring in and sing along. Shall we set that up at some point? You could ring in. I could have a keyboard out here and play along to your carol singing. Do you like the idea of that? Oh, it's Heidi. Thank you, Heidi. Heidi on the caravan site. Good morning, Heidi. I'm not there at the moment. I'm back down in Berkshire. It was very high yesterday. Very, very high water yesterday, but I noticed this morning it's gone down about half a metre, so we've missed that one out again. Funnily enough, when I was leaving the site yesterday, Heidi, I often go past Sylvie because I always leave at about 4 o'clock. I often go past Sylvie. She's the one of the caravan. Sylvie and Alan are the caravan site owners, and she does a postal service. She does a little postal thing. She goes around with this lovely wicker basket and delivers all the letters. Although in the summer, she can often be spotted, on someone's veranda having yet another glass of wine as she goes around. You right, Sylvie? Oh, hello, Chris. There's still letters. I love that woman. She's fantastic. And Alan, they're great, great people. We're so lucky to be on that site, really. I think they're brilliant, those two. Anyway, so I passed her by last night. I said, you right, Sylv? And she says, hello, Chris. She waves to me like that. I said, that river's a bit high. She said, don't worry. She said, I'm giving out armbands. Oh, I bet. So you're still in Norway at the moment. Snow, we can keep it there. I don't like snow. I hate snow. Good morning to Mark Jones. Welcome, Mark. Okay. Baytree's Winter Wonderland. I don't know that one. Is that a garden centre? I would imagine that's a garden centre or something like that, isn't it? Anyway, as I say, great karaoke last night. Really well-behaved people in there last night. They were decent. There was some girl who came on the stage, but she soon jumped off. If they jump off as soon as, excuse me, could you get off? And I'm nice, excuse me, could you get off the stage? But get off the stage! Not like that. Unless it was someone like Toby. Toby, he was so out of tune last night. It was unbelievable. But he's got fans in Florida, Toby's got fans in Florida. I can't remember who they were now, but they were watching on the show in Florida last night. Just a reminder, gang, if you're watching us on Facebook, I can't see your messages on Facebook. You need to join us on YouTube to be able to join in with the conversation. Or if you're happy to just sit there and watch, that's fine as well. Mandy, you wouldn't want to hear me sing. I would put a wailing cat to shame. It's a bit like that, is it? Bit like that. All right. As I say, I bought a smart bulb for the bedroom. Did anyone buy anything at the Black Friday? Is it Black Friday it's called? Yeah. The Black Friday sales, as a matter of interest. Anyone buy anything at Black Friday sales? I bought a couple of more Echo Dot things, as you know. Funnily enough, my sister, because I'm on the Amazon Prime now. So I get the free delivery now, and the videos and the music and all that. I discovered that on the Amazon Echo app on the phone, I can play out my music on that now from Amazon Music. And you just touch it and you say, play ABBA, and it will play you a selection of ABBA songs. Fantastic. It comes through the phone, which is connected to the car. So now I've got all this music that I can play in the car because I'm on Spotify, right? But that doesn't play through your mobile phone unless you've got a $9.99 account. I'm a bit tight. I've got a $4.99 account, so you can only play that via your computer. If you want the Spotify to play on your phone, you have to get the $9.99 one, you see, dear. That's another £5 a month. Where am I going to get that from? £5 a month. But with the Amazon Music, right, because you've got the app. Where is my phone? Oh, there it is. Because I've got the Amazon app on my phone, right, I can now play my songs through the computer. Well, not just my songs, any songs that are on the system. I don't know, a bit of Queen is quite nice. I had a lot of ABBA on last night as was coming down from Lincolnshire. So that's good, isn't it? Let's have a look. Heidi's been taken on a date to Winter Wonderland. Walking in the Winter Wonderland. That's quite expensive, I gather. But I think it's something that you might enjoy doing, Hyde Park. I've never been to that. Never been to that. A very good morning to Will Hicks. Welcome to the show, Will. Brenda from Bristol is not going to say anything about his wife's singing. Oh, dear. Is it that bad? I mean, is it... Is it that bad? Have you got your pen back? So rude keeping it. Fran was watching last night. They all nick the pens. Honestly. They all nick the pens at the karaoke. Mick bought 2 Echo Dots yesterday. Your commission will be in the post from Amazon. Are they the first ones you've bought, Mick? Have you got one of these devices at all as a matter of interest? I tried, as I said, I was just saying a moment ago, I didn't finish the conversation. My sister asked me to order one as well because, of course, I get the free delivery now. And I tried to order it and it told me my limit of ordering that particular item had been reached. So I think it's just on the £22. They're £22 each at the moment, but you can only have... How many would I have? I would have ordered 4 altogether, I think. But one wasn't on the deal, so... I ordered 3 altogether, £22 each. And after that, it wouldn't allow me to order any more. But, I mean, if you want more for different rooms, you can get them from Argos as well. I noticed Argos are selling them. Same price, 22 quid. Yeah, I came in last night in my little box. I had my dinner. I thought I'd just set that up, before I go to bed. And, it's so easy to set it up. So easy. So have you got any more yet? Is that your first ones that you've bought, Mick, or what? She's bought a 70, what's a CL? Centiliter bottle of Fireball. 13.90. I don't know what that is, Fireball. What is that? Won't deliver to Norway, so deliver to Mum's in Chapel Hill today. Very sensible. Get it there. Some sort of drink. Is it? I don't know what Fireball is. I don't know what that is. Okay. It's free to get in, is it? What, to the Winter Wonderland? Oh, I thought there was a charge on the door, something like that. I'll tell you where I went a few years ago, Heidi, and you won't get in now if you want to go before Christmas because all the tickets are gone. I tried to get a ticket to go again this year, but I was too late. And when you see it next year, you must immediately get your tickets. And that's the Kew Gardens Christmas display. It's fantastic. I went about 2 years ago. If you've been with the show a while, you would have seen the videos for that. Oh, that's a wonderful thing. Now, when I looked, and it was about 2 weeks ago, the only tickets available were for those after Christmas. It goes on for another, I think, the 12 days of Christmas. So you've got another 12 days after Christmas to go and see the Christmas lights at Kew. But, once Christmas is past, I kind of thought, no, you've missed it then. You've got to go before. Got to go before, not after. But as far as I know, you can still get tickets for after Christmas if you want to have a little look at that. Okay. Are the Amazon Fire Sticks any good? Well, my niece's husband's got one of those Amazon Fire Sticks, and he likes that. Yeah, that plugs into the back of the telly, and you get Netflix and things. Although, actually, I've got a new story here. Now, we have done this story before. Okay, but now the date is here, or the date is tomorrow. Netflix, be warned. So, depends what telly you've got there, Rachel. Let me say, where is it now? Netflix. It says it's about to stop working on several popular televisions this weekend. From Sunday, December the 1st, Netflix will no longer be supported on Samsung's 2010 and 2011 smart TVs due to technical limitations. Samsung explained they were recently notified by Netflix that as the 1st of December, the Netflix app will no longer be supported on these tellies sold in Canada and the US. So I don't know if they're going to work here. It's a bit worrying, isn't it? It says for consumers with these models, there are still many other devices supported by Netflix that can be connected to a smart TV in order to access the app. Oh, it says the changes don't stop there. 7 older Roku, that's a bit like Fire Stick, Streaming 6 will also no longer be supported from this month. So you'll have to get another one, won't you, I suppose? You'd have to get another little stick, but for some reason, you see, the trouble is stuff moves on. It's a bit like computers. Now, I do know in January, Microsoft are going to stop supporting the. Let me just on my pills. The what do they call it? The Windows 7. Can you believe that? Windows 7. They're going to stop supporting that in. I think it's January. One more update, and then that's it. So all this technology stuff moves on and it doesn't always keep up, unfortunately. Where are we now? Thank you. Heidi's going to get she's going to get an Echo. When I've got it, you can ring me. Oh, yes. Can speak on the thing. Isn't it marvellous? I love it. You just say someone's name when you talk to them, make your phone calls and not have to hold anything. It's wonderful. That thing, it's a cinnamon whiskey liqueur, says Heidi in Woodall. A cinnamon whiskey liqueur. Oh, I'm not a whiskey drink. I don't like the taste of whiskey. Oh, no, I don't do spirits. But the only thing I drink is a little glass of champagne sometimes at an afternoon tea. Yes, I'm going for one in the week before Christmas, actually. I'm meeting up with my friend Chris, also known by my sister as the Predator, because he keeps trying to send my younger nephew messages. He fancies my younger nephew. There's a big age gap. My nephew's 22 and he's 29. It's far too much. So I fancy him, but he fancies my nephew. So I'm going out with him for afternoon tea at the Mandarin Oriental. Thought I'd have a little afternoon there. Fran has also bought an Echo Dot as well. We'll be coining it in from commission. Are you all buying these Echo Dots on my say so? I hope you get on with them all right. You know, I just think they're brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And I hope you're able to set them up. I found it really easy to set up, Fran and that. Yvonne, it's going to be a sharp frost here last night in Norwich. Yeah, you're not far from my caravan either. Have you? Let's have a look. Heidi's got an Amazon Fire Stick. I haven't got one of those. A Samsung Curve. Is that what it is? A Samsung Curve. Oh, very nice. Is that the one that goes like that? Have you got one of those? Oh, I wanted one of those, but they were a bit of a premium price and I couldn't part with the cash. Terrible I am. Parting with money, dear. Terrible. Mick's got 3 Amazon sticks. Great for films. My guess is, Mick, you're probably getting your films the same as my niece's brother. As my niece's husband did. That's all I'm saying on that. Am I right there, Mick? Let's have a look. Could I say that again? Couldn't understand with those pills in your mouth. The Predator. Yes, the Predator. That's what my sister calls him. My boy ain't gay. She goes like that. My boy ain't gay. You keep him away from him. She don't get it, does she? Don't get the joke. Never mind. Good. There we are. Right. Let's carry on there, boys and girls. Done the St. David's Day. Anyone see the Elton John? As I say, did anyone buy anything on Black Friday other than the Echo Dots? There's a few of you bought the Echo Dots. Oh, Colin says Echo Dot 2 pack now comes up $39.99 with Amazon. Oh, that's $39.99 for 2. Really? God, that's even better, isn't it? $39.99 for 2 with Amazon with voucher code. That's good. It just gets cheaper. They just get cheaper and cheaper, don't they? That's brilliant, that is. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, can we have some thumbs up, please? Thumbs up. That's what we need this morning. Thumbs up. So did any of you buy anything else on the Black Friday sales at all? I bought, nothing to do with the sales, I bought some pins or something like that, some safety pins. In my bedroom in the caravan, I've got these really heavy curtains that I bought for sound insulation, actually. When there was young family next door. Oh, bloody noise, dear. Can't bear noise. So I bought these curtains, but they hang on the floor, like that much on the floor, you know, and I bought these pins to try and pin them up. But I have been a little bit unsuccessful so far. I think really I'm going to have to take them down to do it, you know, but I don't know how to take them down because it was my sister and brother-in-law that put them up. So I may have to take them down or get my sister to do it somehow. But that's all I bought. Do you know that when you get that one Amazon Prime, the stuff comes so quickly. I ordered these pins, I think, on Thursday night or Thursday afternoon. They were there Friday morning. Very, very quick with the Amazon delivery and all that. Anyone see the Elton John interview on BBC One Thursday night? Very, very good. Very, very good indeed. There's a few bits in the paper this morning, actually. One of the things, he was very ill. He had prostate cancer, didn't he? Prostate cancer. And after he'd had the treatment for that, I think it left him a little bit like, when you want to go for a wee, you've got to go. Otherwise, you wet yourself. And he was saying Elton John has performed through lots of things like that. This is in the Daily Mail this morning. Let me read you the whole story. It says, Elton John, earlier this week, he called off his performance in Orlando, Florida. Now, I've been to that theatre. I went to see Barry Manilow there. It's a great theatre. I can't remember what it's called now. Great theatre. Anyway, he called off his performance in Orlando due to an ear infection. Oh, they're so painful, those. Anyone had an ear infection? Oh, if you leave it and it gets worse, you literally can touch your ear just gently like that, and the pain that shoots through it is unbelievable. Awful. Anyway, so it says Elton John has performed through far more trying circumstances, including wearing a nappy while performing for a Las Vegas audience in 2017, according to a candid interview with BBC One Colour. But he's a professional. You know, I've gone to work feeling really ill. I still go. He is professional. Elton John, if only they knew at that moment I was weeing myself, the 72-year-old I'm Still Standing hitmaker told the interviewer Graham Norton. The show in question occurred just 2 weeks after the music icon had undergone prostate surgery. In the same interview, the crocodile rock singer opened out about his long-time struggle with baldness. I don't like being bald. I look like Shrek, he said. I'm losing my hair. That, as you can see, well, it's lost. I say losing, lost. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Some blokes don't mind at all, do they? They're quite happy. They got one of those shaver things. Every couple of days, they just shave everything off. I don't like it. I want a bit of hair, you know. Hair transplants, very expensive, and some of them look blooming disastrous, don't they? So Elton John wears a wig. I didn't know that. It was a wig he was wearing, but he's quite happy with that. He just says, "Will I wear a wig?" Simple as that. In the Daily Mail, it says, meanwhile, the artist recently pulled out of one of his Orlando tour dates 20 minutes after he was due to go on stage. The show, as part of a farewell Yellow Brick Road tour, was sold out. In his most recent tour, the songs from Elton's legendary 50-year career have been showcased against a backdrop of never-seen-before images and videos. A brand new stage production, along with a tour wardrobe designed by Italian fashion house Gucci. And if you didn't see that interview, it's very, very good, actually. It's very, very good. And you can find that on the BBC iPlayer, the Elton John interview with the little bloke. Oh, what's his name? I've forgotten his bloke. You know, the little bloke, the little Irish bloke. All right. Mick, if we don't get on with the... oh, going on. If we don't get on with these Echo Docs, we'll hunt you down and whip you with a willow branch. Oh, I do hope so. Can we use wet lettuce leaves as well? Good morning to Ray Reynolds. Morning, Ray. Morning, Ray. Morning, Ray. Great Christmas presents, Chris. What, the Echoes? Absolutely. Absolutely. Fantastic Christmas presents. Did the curtains make any difference? Are they much next door? No. They're not much. They were there for 1 week and I haven't seen them since. What happened, actually? What happened was the lady, and she's ever so nice, the lady opposite and one more down bought the caravan from an elderly couple who have been there since I've been there, which is only a year, actually a year and a half now, isn't it? They sold and they didn't want to sell, but they found they weren't coming down very often and they couldn't justify the ground rent, which, I mean, the ground rent that we pay, as you well know, is just nothing in comparison with virtually every other site. I haven't found a caravan site with ground rent anywhere lower than what we pay. £1,400 a year this year, probably £1,450 next year. It goes up a bit, and Sylvie tells me it's all to do with the bin men. You know, it's the council that keep putting up the price to take away the rubbish and all that all the time. You know, awful, really. Anyway, so she bought it to do it up for her family. Okay, now this bit of information is coming second hand. I gather she eventually wanted the money back from her family, sort of from her younger family. Now, this might be wrong, okay, so don't quote me on this. But they hadn't shown an interest, so they came down for that week. Oh, well, it wasn't even a week, it was about 4 days. And I haven't seen them since. And I gather that they're not too interested. I mean, you have to remember, of course, the caravan site where we are, as you well know, Heidi, is in the middle of nowhere, and there's nothing around. You know, there's nothing for children to do. It's probably one of the worst places you could possibly take children on holiday to. I mean, it is really, isn't it, when you think about it? When you think about it. So I haven't seen them yet. But on that first day, the noise, dear. And it wasn't anyone purposely making noise. It was just children being children. And some people you talk to about this, and they say, oh, well, you're just horrible against children. No, I'm not. I'm just telling you. It's my problem that I don't like the noise. And, you know, a little bike or scooter thing, you know, scooters with like hard wheels, scraping up and down the road. Oh, running up and down the side of my caravan. A noise, dear. I can't bear it. Can't bear it. So the very next day I ordered these curtains, which were really heavy. They were expensive. I tell you, they were expensive. I ordered these heavy curtains. They're a bit like... it's a bit like two bits of material and a duvet in the middle. They're thick. They're thick, but they're far too long. And my sister and brother-in-law put them up for me. But not really since then. They haven't been there, so I don't know if they work or not. I tell you what they do. They really make that bedroom warm. Because I've only got them in the bedroom. What a difference they've made. Because it's just like having a layer of insulation. Once you've closed them. And they're very heavy. Very heavy. You've got to put up a pole. It's got to be put up properly. None of this, you know, that little... What's that thing? You know, that elastic thing that people put up net curtains with? That's no good. They're really heavy, okay? So you put them up and you close them. My God, what a difference that makes to the warmth inside my bedroom. Huge. And you put me air conditioning come heating thing on. Oh, it's lovely. Lovely. So I don't know if they've actually helped with the noise, to be honest. I mean, it don't make any difference to the planes going across, as you can imagine. They've been doing a lot of that recently. So no, haven't seen them since. And I gather she's going to sell the caravan on. She's done it up now. It looks like it's all finished inside. And she's ever such a nice lady. I think she's going to sell it on now. Those are the poster up there. There's actually there's about 3 or 4 caravans for sale now on that site. I don't think they'll shift them now until summer though, will they? Which said that's a bit of a bind, that is. You know, if you've got a caravan and you can't sell it. Because when I first bought it, the caravans were coming up on there. Wasn't many of them, and they were going like that. That hasn't happened this time. There's been a couple on there that have been on there for quite a few months now. I don't know why. Maybe they're overpriced. I don't know. I only paid $8,000 for mine. Which, I mean, it sounds a lot of money, $8,000, but in the grand scheme of things, as a caravan, it's like, if you was to buy a new one, well, say goodbye to a minimum of £25,000. You know, who's got that to spare? No one is the answer to that. I took a bit out of the pension money. That's what I did. Let's have a look. Mick, stop cutting it, Chris, and have a Bobby Charlton comb over. No, dear. No Bobby Charlton comb over for me. Thank you very much. Rachel says, stop cutting it then, Chris. No, if I stop cutting it, right, this bald bit in the middle is even worse. Okay? The longer it gets, the worse that looks. That's why I keep it short. It's a bit like grass. Think of it like grass. You know, if you keep cutting the grass really short, you can't really see that bald bit in the middle where it's not growing properly. If you let it grow, the grass around it grows, and then in the middle you've got this great big bit in the middle that's so obvious. That's why I keep it like that. Heidi, stop being rude, Heidi. Are you selling as well? Where are you going then? Oh, what? Are you not staying there anymore? Oh, I think you'll miss it. How long have you been on there, Heidi? Oh, she's going to sell her caravan as well. Oh, well. Yvonne wants to send me a Christmas card. Well, you can try. You can try by sending it to the pub. I'll have to put this up for you. Hang on a minute. Let's put my Monday karaoke thing. If you want to send, I'll leave that up for a while. Get yourself a pen and paper there, okay? If you send it to Chris Reardon, care of, that address there, it should get to me. Now, stuff that is sent there sometimes gets put on the side and they lose things. But if you want to send a Christmas card, And of course, money in there as well. Anything up to the value of £500 will be perfectly acceptable. Now, whatever you do, don't put 500 quid in there. For Christ's sake, it might not get to me. And all that time it's stuck in the envelope, I shall be losing interest here. That's where you want to send it, okay? I'll leave it up for a second for you to have a little look at that. Sean, I can imagine Chris being the child catcher out of Chitty Chitty Bang going, "Get in that cage, kids! And I'll take you to the witch in Hansel and Gretel." Do you like that, Hansel and Gretel? That's one of my great niece Emily and great nephew George, their favourite film, Hansel and Gretel. They have it on 3 times a day. And this little boy's in the cage and she's trying to fatten it up, and then the girl smashes her glasses and they get put into the oven and eaten. The people are all leaving the caravan site due to my fairy lights. Is that right? Tony says, as you become older, you get more noise intolerant. I'm very noise intolerant, actually. Very noise intolerant. I certainly wouldn't want to think that I make too much noise for other people, you know. I'd be really upset, you know, if someone had to knock on the door and say, "Oh, could you make a little bit less noise, please? We're trying to sleep." That would do me in. That would. I'd hate that. I hate that. Where are you? Hello to Paul and Lou. Well done for joining us so late. Well done for joining us today. Good God. Yeah, there we are. Heidi's hardly there anymore. Been on the site 7 years. Well, then sell it. Yeah, I suppose so. My head is like a helipad. Thank you very much. All right, let's do some... there's a lovely story here, actually. Dementia. Dementia is something that seems to be more and more now because we have more old people. In fact, there's a very good dementia story at the moment going on the BBC series Casualty. Duffy, who's been in the series since it started. Then she had a couple of breaks and she's back in it now. And she's got dementia. It's very well done on Casualty. Anyway, one of the things I think they tell you with dementia is to keep busy. Keep doing things. Always important to keep doing things. And I think that goes for anyone that might have retired or something like that. If you retire and you fall into the chair and just watch the telly, you won't get long with that, I don't think. You've got to keep doing something. Anyway, there's a story in this morning's Metro, which came out yesterday. Margaret Reed has always wanted to make and sell her own crafts. She's 89 now, and the dream has come true thanks to her daughter, Heather. Heather launched the online shop Creative Carer to help Margaret's mind stay active after she was diagnosed with dementia. Margaret cuts out figures and draws on faces to create specially made Christmas cards, which she sells through the store for £10 for a pack of cards, with 25% of the profits going to the Alzheimer's Society. Margaret also makes scented paper flowers, which sell for £15. The pensioner, who was diagnosed with vascular dementia. Now, I'm not quite sure what that is. I think there's different types of dementia. She's got vascular dementia and Alzheimer's in 2012 and has made hundreds of sales since the shop opened 2 years ago, and requests are now coming in thick and fast as far from Australia, Canada and America. Her daughter says, "Mum always wanted us to have a craft shop together, so this was a way of fulfilling her ambition." And it says, "Mum's shop keeps her busy every day. She cuts out hundreds of petals for her flowers or hundreds of cat and dog shapes for her cards. She's got a purpose and feels useful, which is very important for someone with memory problems." And I think that's the case for a lot of older people. They need to have a purpose. A little bit similar for myself, like the jobs I do, I need to feel required. Okay, I need to feel that I'm doing a job that if I wasn't doing that job, they'd be a bit stuffed, you know? And it has been the case over the years where I might have been doing some DJing or karaoke in a pub or something, and then perhaps someone comes along on other nights and starts doing it, and then you think, oh, I do. And then they start getting all the important jobs, and you think, well, I'm not really required here anymore. And then you kind of give up. I myself need to be needed to be doing a specific job, you know? And you can create that yourself. You could create yourself. You could argue, I suppose, who does a show like this? You know, there are other people who do shows similar to this, but no one would do the job. So it's not a job, is it? No one would do a show like this. So I am kind of requiring myself to do this show. Do you see what I mean? And I think it's very, very important for older people. My mother kind of gave up, I think, really. She had a terrible year in 1996. 95. Her mother died in 95, who she looked after. And then my father died in 96, who she looked after. I had left and my sister had left, leaves her on her own. No one to look after anymore. My mother was a really good carer. She looked after people, completely and utterly selfless. She lived to help other people. Suddenly they're all gone. She gave up. And then 4 years later I lost her as well. But old people need to feel useful. Perhaps there's and you could do that, you know. Perhaps there's an old lady next door, and it can be a very simple thing, you know. You knock on the door. Oh, I'm ever so sorry, I've got to go out. Could you keep an eye on my plants or something like that? That as simple as that. Could you keep an eye on my plants while I go on holiday next week? They would be so pleased to be able to do that, and they would be up, and you can guarantee these plants would be watered. Not like asking some millennial who's so busy they haven't got time to do anything for you. You know what I mean by that. Old people need to have a purpose, and perhaps you can give them a purpose. You could give them a purpose, couldn't you? Perhaps even your own parents, you know. Oh, Mum, I'm so busy at the moment. Any chance you could go down the shops? Oh, yeah, I'll do that for you. They need to have a purpose. Back to this. It says, my mum has made paper flowers for 65 years. It's always been her favourite hobby. The cards came about because mum had cut out literally thousands of cat and dog shapes and I wanted to put them to use. And that's great, isn't it? Does it give a website or anything like that? Oh, where are we now? Does it? You would have thought there'd be a website on there so you could have a look and perhaps buy some of this lady's cards. She's raised £800, this woman. She's actually raised £800 and her name's Margaret Reed. So, I mean, perhaps she sells... Where does she sell the Christmas cards? Through... The online shop is called Creative Carer. Let's just type that in. Let's see. Well, cut and paste that. Creative Carer. Perhaps we can do that. See what comes up. Huh? Creative Carer... I can't find it. You would have thought there'd be a link up there for that, wouldn't you? Blooming idiots. Blooming Metro not doing their job properly. So that's a good thing there. Heidi says, I think my mum's got a bit of dementia. She forgets the most ridiculous things. Well, I mean, I forget things as well. You know, is that the start of it? We don't know really, do we? Jason, my mum's got dementia. She developed it long before she was diagnosed. She had to go into a home after being in the same house after 40 years. And again, you know, I don't think anyone wants to go into a home, an old people's home, do they? But what do? You know, the families can't or don't want to look after them. Heidi sent a text. Have you, Heidi? No text from you, Heidi. You do seem to have a problem with your text messaging, didn't you, darling? What, have you sent a text to 07551259675? There is one here from someone else. Let's have a look there. One moment, please. Where's that text gone now? There's one here. Oh, it's from young Simon King. Good morning, Simon. Who says, Joe Swinson looks like... I can't bear her. Joe Swinson, the Liberal Democrat woman. Oh, how annoying is she? Waving her arms all over the place all the blooming time. Keep your blooming arms still and shut your mouth. Oh, she really gets on my nerves. Really, that Joe Swinson, the Liberal woman. Simon says, Joe Swinson looks like a poster ad for disadvantaged horses. Political parties are like STDs. Some are worse than others and you don't really want any of them. Thank you, Simon. No, there's no text for you here, Heidi. No text from you there, darling. Thank you, Rachel says there's no other chat shows like yours. No, There isn't, is there? And that's because they don't get many viewers. That's why. Vascular dementia is something to do with your tubes. Is it? Okay, I don't know what that is really. Yvonne, my mother-in-law, has a start of dementia. She's 87, bless her. She's a lovely mother-in-law. Yeah, try and keep her busy, Yvonne. I don't know how much you see her. It's important to keep them busy. Try and keep that brain ticking over, you know. Fran says my stepmom has got dementia, horrible diseases. It is an age thing though, isn't it? Terrible really, that thing. Okay. Heidi, who said something about texting? Sean sent a text. Hello, Sean. Oh, there we are. That's come through straight away. Hi, Sean. Sean Pye here. I haven't told anyone on your channel, but just recently... okay. That's for me, is it? Right, okay. I'll read that later. Please put on their private message if you don't want me to read something. That could have got right to the end there, okay? Sean, I think that was a private message, so I'll read it later, okay? Tony can't concentrate due to my loud jacket. Oh, dear. Who mentioned something about a text then? Am I getting confused with his man? Too many coming through, isn't it, there? Jason, dementia's like many illnesses. You need specialist care. It can be frustrating for all involved. Absolutely. Absolutely, it can. Oh, it was Sean who sent the text. Sorry, Sean, I've got it now. Is that for my eyes only, or do you want me to read that? Do let me know, darling, okay? Do let me know. Good. Morning to Paul in Cornwall. Good morning. From the North Sea, it's cold and wet in Cornwall. I'm sure it is. Rather you than me. We don't like cold and wet. We're going to be doing the raffle tickets soon, boys and girls. The sun. The sun this morning. There are... how many stories do we need to see about Katie Price? It's just absolutely full of them. This is the Sun online. There's one here. Where are they all now? Oh, now I've lost them now. There we are. There's one here. Katie Price marks her bankruptcy with mystery man on boozy night out. And there she is, falling out of some taxi. Oh, the makeup on the face. It's just a weird-looking person. There's another one here. Cashback. Katie Price begs pals for cash after bankruptcy and promises to make millions back. There's another one here. This is all on the Sun online. One story after another. Payback time. Katie Price tells exes Peter and Kieran to pay up after spending £2 million on them. I'm sure there were some more there. So 3 stories about Katie Price, one after the other. How totally totally uninteresting. Oh, what's this? Oh, here's a good... Do you want to know this? Is anyone eating? Is anyone eating? You may not want to eat after this little story, okay? Sean says I can read it out. Okay, well, I will read it out then, Sean, as you say that. Let's read this out from Sean. Okay. No sympathy. Yeah, I'm a bit like that, Sean. I tend, certainly family members, I tend not to tell people when I'm ill. Because then you start getting the phone calls and, oh, how are you feeling today and all that. Are you okay? The only thing is with illnesses, right, everyone's a bloody expert, aren't they? You know what I mean? Now, I'll listen to the doctor. That's about it. If you say, I've got a bit of a sore throat, and then they start, don't they? Oh, take some honey, take some lemon, do this, do that. And you think, how many... And then all these stories, like, contradict each other. I try not to tell people when I'm not well, because you do get all these offers of kind people with greatest of intentions to help you, but it's annoying. Sean says, I haven't told anyone on your channel, but just recently, within the last month, I've been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, on tablets for it, but I'm starting to get the shakes. Still going to work to keep busy. Very important to keep going, Paul. Sean. Absolutely. Please, no, Sean doesn't want any sympathy or anything like that. He's just letting us know that as we're talking about various diseases and things like that. Yes, as I say, important to keep going, I think, Sean. You know, I've had a few bits and pieces go wrong over the years, and I try and keep going. I've got something now, actually, that will never go away, you know, but I keep going, and it doesn't really affect me too much. Not anymore now. The tablets are kind of sorting it out. I've never told you, and I probably won't. You know, it's just how I am. So some people tell people, some people don't, and that's fine as well. But yeah, the pills keep me going. As long as I take the pills, the doctor said to me that I'd be perfectly all right and live a normal life. But do the pills exactly as he says. So that's why you always see me, 10 o'clock, those pills down my throat. They were just changed recently. I used to have some in the morning and some in the evening. Now I just have 3 in the morning and that's it. So it always worries me a bit when they change them. Are these going to work as good as the last ones? And it doesn't seem to have been a problem yet. And here we are. We're like 10 years into it now. So there we are. Okay, let's just scroll. Sorry. Where are we now? Vascular dementia. I read that one. I think I got a little bit stuck here. Where are we? Thank you, Mandy. Vascular dementia is something that is linked to your heart. Okay, thank you very much. Are you putting up your Christmas backdrop tomorrow? Certainly not. Far too early, dear. I've got 2 Christmas cards here. Where are they? Here we are. Look, one from my friend Christine and Billy. They were great friends of my mother, actually. First Christmas card there, and one from my friend Danny and his cat Pancake. He's got the most lovely cat. Danny. Danny's a friend of mine for many, many years. He lived with me for a little while. I always thought I'd end up with him as another half, but it didn't happen. Anyway, he's unfortunately put on a little bit of weight over the years, mainly due to eating crap, fast food sort of thing. And he went to the doctors last week. I can't remember what about. And the doctor says we need to drain something which is around your heart as an urgency. And I think it's some sort of fat build-up. Not quite sure exactly what that is. And I was telling them about Slimming World a little while ago. And, you can, if you go on the Slimming World, you eat just as much. You're never hungry, really. But you change what you eat and how you eat it. For example, Thursday, actually, after I went swimming, I went down to Asda. And while I was in there, I bought little bags of apple slices. I mean, you tell my sister, and she's like, why didn't you just buy an apple and cut it in bits? Much cheaper. Well, because the apple was cut up and it was in little bags. You get 3 of these little bags for £1, which of course it's dearer than buying an apple. But I can't be bothered to sit there slicing up a bit of bleeding apple and then pulling it in a little bag and sealing it. You get 3 of these little bags of apple for £1. And I had 2 of those in the car instead of having a bag of crisps. And that's what it's all about. It's about changing what you eat and how you cook it. Rice, you can have as much rice as you want, but don't put any oil in there, only in water. That's it. No packets of rice from Mr. Ben's. Packets already cooked. They've been done in oil and they're covered in oil. Don't have any of that. Rice is perfectly all right if just done in water and things like that. So he's got to have something done, some sort of build-up around his heart, which is obviously the fact. He's a big lad now. I wouldn't want anything to happen to him or anyone else to come to that. Heidi doesn't care about Katie Price. No, me neither. Certainly no Christmas backdrop yet, Rachel. No, dear, far too early. There's loads of people putting up their Christmas decorations in November. Please, 2 weeks before Christmas, you'll see that backdrop. Okay, 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after. And that's it, darling. Fran says, Katie Price, she wants to cut down on all her surgeries. I mean, well, that's where all the money's gone. How can you spend so much money? Is it millions she's spent? Mind you, Elton John got into that position, didn't he? He spent all his money. He went absolutely mad one year. I think that's when he was doing the drugs and things like that. And he spent, was it something like £300,000 one year on flowers, on cut flowers? But, he got a residency in Vegas and he worked his way out of the debt. That's how to deal with it. Jason, shame all Katie Price's implants aren't recyclable. She'd make a fortune selling them. You could have them crushed down with all the cans and things like that, couldn't you? Excuse me. Fran says the thing that we're celebrating getting older as a generation, but the downside is these diseases. And I suppose at some point, perhaps they'll be able to do something with dementia. I don't know. Rachel buys frozen veg. That's what I buy, Rachel. I've frozen veg. I buy the little bags. they do them in Aldi, or you can buy just, you know, the big bag and then put them in some sort of glass microwavable dish and do them like that. I tend to buy the little bags, which are in the bird's eye ones in Asda. They're £1.50, and for £1.50 you get 4 bags of little vegetables, and they do different types. I buy 2 types, and I'll have 2 of those bags on my meal. So one of the bags might be peas, carrots and green beans. And in the other bag it might be cauliflower, broccoli, and you'll get carrots and something else in there. And I'll have one of each of those bags in the microwave, 2 minutes each, about 3 minutes, turn them over, 3 minutes, and that's so easy, isn't it? You know. Or sometimes I might buy just the one large big bag of mixed vegetables, pour some of that into like a glass jug, and it's always frozen. I can't be bothered to chop them up, really. Lazy, innit? And you know when I do my stuff in the slow cooker, right, again, that's all frozen stuff, all frozen vegetables. Oh, yeah, yeah. If, for example, one of the things I do is like a corn casserole type thing in the slow cooker, and in there I'll get a bag, which you can't get them everywhere. Can't get them from Aldi, these. I haven't seen them in Aldi. You get bags of chopped up carrots. Morrison's do them. Great big bag of chopped up carrots for about £1 or 79p, something like that. All frozen, pour them in there. Same with the frozen onions, all chopped up, no crying, open them up, pour them in the thing. Again, one of peas, open them up, pour them in, sprinkle the gravy on, put them in the slow cooker, 8 hours, and then in the last hour and a half or so, then I put in the corn cubes, usually 4 packets of those. I haven't had to chop anything up. So easy. Lazy, yes. Easy, yes too. You know, so I don't bother with those. You're the same as me, Rachel. Mandy, Katie Price did sell one of her boob implants. Did she? What, just one? Why did she only sell one? Oh, perhaps someone had that disease and... No, I shouldn't laugh at that. They only needed one. My friend, non-Irish Mary, who we lost this year... and I still think about her an awful lot. My friend, non-Irish Mary from Ireland. You would know her if you used to watch the karaoke. She had one removed due to cancer. And she was always joking about it. And that's how to deal with things that are not going so well, I think. Just joke about them. Joke about them as much as you possibly can. She did that, Mary. Right up to the end of her life, she was joking about her cancer. Unbelievable. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful lady she was. And I miss talking to her on the phone desperately. I really do. Sean spent all his money sending me super chats. Still haven't got a pen, but then again, there's no point. I can't sign my name now with my right hand. Is it like this, Sean? I'm just going to sign my... That is how to deal with it. Absolutely. I'll tell you what, sometimes you... like with Mary, when she got the cancer, I continued with her to joke about it, which I have done over the years with various other people who have got some sort of nasty disease, some of them terminal. But as soon as I'm aware that they want to have a joke, I'll do it. I'll do it. And what you find is that other people who are nothing to do with that person come up and complain. Can't believe you've said that. Well, what's wrong with it? Well, how do you know you've not heard? Because I know them, that's why. Well, you shouldn't say that. I think you should mind your own business and go and sit down. I've had that many times over the years. And you think, well, just mind your own business. This joke is not for you. It's to benefit them and it's making them laugh. And that's what it's about. All these snowflakes being offended all the time. There we are. Yeah, Sean's got no money left. Oh, please, Sean, you're the richest one on here. You absolutely got the most money here, dear. Haven't you? Yes, we know. It's all hidden under your bed there. Mandy's got Syndrome X. It makes me like a superhero. Have you got an outfit as well, Mandy? A Wonder Woman. No, Rachel's got the Wonder Woman outfit. Don't you get one either as well? She'd get ever so upset, Rachel. Wouldn't she? Yvonne's mum has got Parkinson's, but she doesn't give it. She's on medication. What's the medication like for Parkinson's? Has that got any side effects? Most of this stuff has got some sort of side effects. Some of it not so bad, some of it nasty, isn't it? Sean, oh no, I can't read that, Sean. I'll tell you what, Sean. Without reading that message, but on the same sort of, I'm waiting for those robots to come out. I'm absolutely going to get one of those. I mean, when you've had enough, you just turn it off. Bye bye. You don't have to talk to them or anything. We've got to get one of those robots till when they come out. I love it. Rachel, I always talk about my ilostomy. What's an ilostomy? Oh, is it the bag thing? Is it the bag thing? Is that a wrong spelling there? I'm not quite sure what that is. Everyone's laughing at it. Shall we do the raffle tickets? Let's do the raffle tickets. Next raffle's on Monday. Oh, hang on a minute. What's it today? Oh, we've got a super draw today, haven't we? We've got a super draw today. Someone's going to win a fridge magnet this morning. How fantastic. Okay. All right, so we're going to do a super draw shortly. I should have done that before giving out the raffle tickets. If no one asks for a raffle ticket in the next 5 seconds, we'll do the super draw first. I think I'd rather do the super draw first. Paul and Lou quite fancies Joe Swinson. Oh, that's just sick. Get off the channel now. I might have to block you for that. You might have to go on a timeout for saying that. Oh, you're sick, you are. How can anyone fancy Joe Swinson? That's awful. All those teeth and hands all the time. You just imagine her, being in bed with her strange butt like this all the time, wouldn't they? Oh, she gets on my nerves. When I'm Prime Minister, do me a favour, love. I mean, I have got to say, Liberal Democrats, why do they bother? Right, good. No one's asking for one. Good. We got a... Oh, how am I going to do this now? I really want to put those in the other bowl. Hang on, let me put... These are the tickets for Monday here. They're not going in the super trap drawer because otherwise then... So I'll just put them on the table there. Okay, carefully on the table. Right, super chat. Sorry, not super chat. It's time for the super draw, gang. Once a month. Oh, no. They've gone everywhere. 1 minute. Where's that one down there? Where's that one? There's only one on the floor, isn't there? Yeah, there it is. Super truck draw. Once a month, at the end of the month, we give away an extra fridge magnet. And that is today, because it's the 30th of November. Someone's going to win one of those. How excited are you? Yes, I knew you were excited. There we are. Hello to one man in his Sprinter van who says Joe Swinton is nice. No, she's not nice. She's awful. Dreadful. Dreadful. Let's have a look. Fran says Joe Swinson is false. I think so as well. Heidi doesn't know who it is. Exactly. So she's got no chance. Oh, she's just some annoying woman. And don't even say, oh, it's because she's a woman that you don't like. I'm just waiting for that to happen now. Some blooming millennial will say something like that. Excuse me, I did like Margaret Thatcher. I know some of you didn't. And I also like Theresa May. And I quite like Diane Abbott. I do. I think she's hilarious. She's completely in the wrong job. But I'd love to go out for a drink with her or something like that. I think she is absolutely hilarious, Diane Abbott. And she's just on another planet altogether, isn't she? Right, here we go with the super draw. A lot of tickets in here, boys and girls. Are you ready, gang? It is... Where's my thing now? Hang on a minute. It is raffle time. Are you ready? Now, you may notice that I have now appeared on 3 cameras. How fantastic. Actually, it's marvellous. There, and there. Look, I'm in 3 places at once. This is so that you can see the tickets better and what I'm doing with them, okay? You should be able to see the tickets a lot better now and what I'm doing with them. We're only picking 1 ticket. This is for the Super Draw fridge magnet that we do once a month. So I'm just mixing these tickets now. Okay, mixing the tickets. And let's please have a drum roll. Why can't I hear that? Oh, that's strange. Ah, wrong fader. One moment, please. A slightly amateur moment there, boys. Oh, where's my thing gone? Now my programme's gone. 1 minute. Is it that one or that one? Wait a minute. What one is it? It's that one, isn't it? I have the wrong fader switched up. Here we go with the drum roll. Here it is. Here it is. Super draw. Which Super draw, incidentally, the name mentioned by Paul and Lou. They come up with that idea. And the Super draw tells me it's ticket number 103 on the Isle of Wight. Shania has won the extra Super draw fridge magnet this week or this month. Congratulations to Shania Steele. There you go, darling. Shania, ticket number 103. Okay, there's a little fridge magnet there waiting to be posted off to you, my dear. Okay, no, you can't swap it for a pen, dear. She wants a pen. Okay, so we'll just put that over there to the side there. And we'll chuck those away. Chuck all those tickets away. And we'll put the other ones in here. Oh, hang on a minute. What's that there? That's a yellow one. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Put that in there. Put these in here. Okay. Good. Right, get yourselves ready. Time to give out this week's ticket. Who wants a raffle ticket today? Speak now. There we are. Lots of people wishing congratulations. Hello to SOS Gold. You're sitting there very quietly. Good God. Sitting there very, very quietly this morning. Very, very quietly. Hello to you. Just a reminder, gang, if you're watching on Facebook Live, I can't see your messages. You've got to join in on YouTube if you want your messages read out and you want to talk to everyone else who's playing along with the show today, okay? Join us on YouTube, youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK to get the full experience. If you send a message on Facebook, we can't see it, all right? Okie doke, let's set out my tickets and we'll get going. What is it, 5 to 11? Or doing drop my pen now, doing a work for time. I'm dying for a wee. Absolutely dying for a wee at the moment, I don't mind telling you. Okay, here we go. SOS Gold, thank you. Ticket number 198. Mr. SOS Gold. Mandy Davenport, 199. Who's going to get 200? It is Michael Pullman gets ticket number 200. Rachel, ticket number 201. Colin K, thank you, Colin. Ticket number 202. Ticket number 203 for Tony King. Please only ask once for your ticket, my darlings, all right? When I get to the end of the list, I'll let you know that I've got to the end of the list, and if I've missed you out, then please speak then, because that does happen sometimes. Brenda from Bristol, thank you very much. Where are we? Ticket number 204. Brenda from Bristol, 204. Joey Millen, 205. 206 for Sean Pye. 207 for One Man and His Sprinter Van. 208 for Mr. Jason Hughes. Diane Jebb, 209. Fran Green, 210. 211 for. That was Fran was the last one, wasn't it? Up we go. Fran is Heidi Young, 211. 211 for Heidi. Heidi Oliver, 212. The two Heidis together there taking over the show. Oh, yeah. Yvonne Lemon, 213. Is that it? And Paul and Lou, 214. Paul and Lou are 214. There you go. Okay, looks like I've done everyone. Have I missed anyone out? please speak now or forever hold thy peace. Peace be with you and also with you. The Lord be with you and also with you. Lift up your hearts. We lift them up to the Lord. Let us give thanks to the Lord our God. It is right and fitting. Anyone know that one? Okay, have I missed anyone out? Please speak now. There we are. Amelia Dodd. I've done you, haven't I, Amelia? You're done there. Good, excellent. You done there, Amelia? Hang on, have I done Amelia? Did I do you, Amelia? Don't think I did I? Well, I'm sure I didn't. No. 215. Amelia Dodd. Yes, Rachel, I'm sure I did you. Oh dear, I've put them in here too quickly now, haven't I? Rachel, yes, 201. Right. Don't be caught trying to ask for 2 tickets. You get banned if you do that. There we are, and that's done. Anyone watching the show via a recording who hasn't got a raffle ticket and wants one, then you can email me up to an hour before the next show starts, okay? Just email me on that address. We had to slightly change the rules to the recorded ticket viewer giving out of tickets because people were like asking 1 minute before the show was going to start, and that was just getting silly, that is. All right, okie doke. Is that everyone? Excellent. Okay. Who is this? Please give Shania a pen. It's Christmas. No, certainly not. No. It has to be won doing the bingo. Pens can be won doing the bingo tomorrow. If we can start giving out things left, right and centre, where's the fun in that? You know? And if I do it for one person, I guarantee, oh, you did it for them. That's favourited them. So no, absolutely not. Are you sending the bingo numbers out by email for tomorrow? No, that happens tomorrow. You'll get the first game at some point before 8 o'clock, okay, by email. And then we do the other games as and when, okay, as we go on. It is right to give him thanks and praise. I beg your pardon, Heidi. Yes, it changed, didn't I? It changed many years ago. All righty. Let's do today's birthdays, boys and girls. Once again, if you've been watching on Facebook Live, don't forget, gang, we can't see your messages on Facebook Lives. Okay, you have to join us on YouTube. The YouTube address is there. You must join us on YouTube and subscribe and have the little bell set, and then we're able to see you. If you're watching on YouTube, you can only watch. If you're watching on Facebook, you can only watch. I can't see your messages. They don't come through. All right, let's do today's birthdays. Happy birthday on this Saturday, the 30th of the last day of November 2019 to Stacey Butler. That's my nephew's wife, Stacey Butler. Happy birthday, my dear. She does lovely dinners for me. And then when I said I wasn't having dinner this week, she was all upset. Why? Why aren't you having dinner? I said, well, I'm on the Slimming World. Okay, well, what do you want? And I told her, well, I can't have anything with butter. No pastry, anything like that. She said, okay, what about vegetables, sausages and some potato, mashed up potato? Perfect. That's what she did. She does lovely. She's a good cook, Stacey. And sometimes her husband, my nephew, cooks. He's just as good. He does this corn, I think it's a cottage pie he does. Absolutely delicious. Jason wants to know, I wonder what Gary's bought her. I don't know what he's bought her, actually, Jason. I don't know what he's bought her, but there we are. Happy birthday to you, Stacey. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Mr. Ray Reynolds. One of our karaoke staples on Monday night. Very, very, very talented man. He plays the ukulele and he can sing. Wonderful. Happy birthday to you, Ray. 72 years old today, Ray Reynolds. Happy birthday to Annabelle McManaman. I think I've got that right. Annabelle, happy birthday to you. Are you the Annabelle that used to come to the karaoke? I'm not sure if you are or not. Anyway, happy birthday. Happy birthday to the lovely Rose Fowler. Good morning, Rose. She's in Hemel Hempstead. I think you're still there. Long time since I saw you now. 68 years old today. Happy birthday, Rose. Eloise. Oh, Eloise. One of our Manilow ladies. Good morning, Eloise. I think she's one of the people that had one of her photos actually used for the Barry Manilow calendar. And years ago, she sent me a light-up cat didn't you? Which I've still got. That's stuff at the caravan in the living room. Happy birthday, Eloise. Have a wonderful time. One of our Barry Manilow people. Sarah Barrett, good morning to you. 41 years old on this Saturday. And finally, Andrew Cranfield today is 43 years old. Happy birthday, Andrew. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, girls and boys. All right, lots of people wishing people happy birthday there. Rachel, Mick there. Let's have a look. One man and his Sprinter van, Jason, Yvonne, Fran. It's so nice of you to all wish people happy birthday there. And everything else. All right. Happy birthday to all of you. Thanks ever so much for joining us on the show today, boys and girls. A pleasure, as always, to speak to you. It's the bingo tomorrow. The bingo starts at 8 o'clock. The show quite sometimes starts before that. You know, depends if I'm ready or not. I'll start the show at 7:30, but the bingo starts at 8 o'clock. We like to have a little bit of a chat before and after. Of course, you know I do like to have a little chat with you now and again. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you again tomorrow night sometime around 8 o'clock. Have a nice Saturday. Bye-bye now.